Jordan Rice hangs out straight, punched it right. Right back to the ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Harden.
Crotch, get out, ball later!
Might have just missed it. Got it wrong from Jordan Rice.
That's a fair ball. What a play from Jake Oliver.
Caught it wrong from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up.
That's it, play down the third baseline. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Jordan Rice hangs out straight, punched it right. Morgan Granage takes him.
In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver.
And that is destroyed! Yeah, tie game! 60. Going, caught and robbed from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up.
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Jordan Rice hangs out straight, punched it right. Right back to the ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Harden.
Crotch, get out, ball later!
And he might have just missed it. Caught it wrong from Jordan Rice. Amazing hole. I don't know if I like it. Oh, down. He got him. Oh my God. It crossed the plate before he was there. Going, caught and robbed from Sam Thomas. Will throw over to first and double him up.
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh! Philip goes to Barklesville. Walk off the season. Oh!
Get out, ball later.
And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jekyll. That ball's in play. Goes back, Keeper King. Back into the playhouse, makes the grab. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keaton again.
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil.
Week 6 of the AWA season continues on here on a fantastic Wednesday afternoon in the Pacific Northwest. A Western Wolfpack team looking to climb their way up the standings in this one. It's going to be a good one for you. I'm Trevor Butler. I've got Jack Playhouse to my right. Jack, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Last game of week 6, we will see who pulls up atop here on the leaderboard. Two very quality teams, but the Wolfpack and Enforcers still not at their full potential.
The Enforcers coming in at 9-6, sitting pretty much mid-pack in the playoff hunt. And as we said, the Wolfpack, some work to do at the bottom of the standings. A series win here would really do wonders for them. And as far as we know, it's going to be Ian Michael on the hill for this Wolfpack squad. What do you know about him, Jack?
Yeah, Ian Michael, he's kind of a one-pitch pony, but it works for him when he's locked in. He's pitching very well. He had a rough start a week ago, but before that, the first 2 games he pitched in, pretty stellar. Sam Thomas on the other side for the Wolfpack, usually he's the game 1 guy, just hasn't been able to figure it out this year, which is surprising. He finished 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting last year, so we'll see if they can figure it out.
So it's going to be a big one, as we've said, for this Wolfpack team. The Enforcers, though, looking to continue their solid hold on a playoff spot here with only 4 series left to play. They're going to send Josh Gradwall to the hill, who was fantastic in last year's World Series and took this Enforcers team, who came in as the last team in the dance, to win the whole freaking thing. And what a story that was. We'll see if tonight they can continue charging toward making it back to back. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First, the team we just talked about, the Eastern Enforcers.
Jake Oliver, Seattle Area 5 Trades.
Joshua Gradwall, Evansville High School.
Tyler Clout, Hilltop Elementary.
Isaac Van Horn, Seattle University. Cole Brandt, University of Washington.
And the lineup for the Western Wolfpack tonight.
Alex Harden, Western Washington University. Thomas Playhouse, Shore Elementary.
Sam Thomas, Summer School.
Zach Inouye, University of Washington.
Ian Michael, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Chad Curtis, Balso Hard University.
So the Wolfpack, the home team in game 1, it does look like they will go with Ian Michael, who's getting his warm-ups in now. So we'll look at the batting lineup for the Enforcers. It'll be Jake Oliver to lead us off. He'll play third. Isaac Van Horn bats second, man's first base. Josh Gradwall on the hill, as we said, he'll hit third. And Cole Brandt plays second and rounds out the order. That's your batting lineup for the Eastern Enforcers in what should be a big-time game 1. Ian Michael sports a 4.03 ERA on the season, a 3-1 record. We'll see if he can pick up win number 4 and potentially win number 5 if they use him in game 2.
Yeah, when you look at the Wolfpacks at that 4-11 record, they have 2 of the hottest hitters in the AWA right now. It's Ian Michael, best power per at-bat average right now. He's 7 home runs on the year, still hasn't played this week, which was tied after week 5, and then Zach Inouye leading the league in average. So if they can figure out the pitching, this team is going to be right in the middle of it.
So Jake Oliver will lead things off here for the Enforcers. First pitch on the way, and it misses up and in.
Then on the other side of things, the Enforcers, normally known for their offense as well, top guy on their team with the most home runs is Josh Gradwall, who has 2. Everyone else has 1, which is just absurd to be this late in the season with that low total.
So Oliver already ahead 3-0, and he'll work a walk here. There was 1 speed check mixed in, but after 4 pitches, it's a leadoff free pass.
Jake Oliver and Josh Gradwell were here at 4:30, hitting off the tee.
First pitch to Van Horn, in for a strike looking. That'll find the zone, but 61, a speed check. That misses up and in, brushed him back just a little. Now the 1-1. Popped up right side. Michael comes over and makes the play with about a step before foul territory.
Yeah, and that's what Ian Michael does well. I mean, he doesn't have too many crazy-looking pitches, but he goes fast, and then throws a little eephus changeup to get him to pop up.
The old Zach Greinke strategy right there. So Oliver sits on first, Josh Gradwall, and will step in, hitting .205 on the air. A pair of homers, like you said, 11 RBI for today's starter here in game 1, and he'll take a ball. Big cut there at 58, can't connect. Now the 1-1. This is low and in. It's going to be critical for Michael today to really limit the base runners, limit what the Enforcers can scratch across, as that'll miss up high. Now the 3-1. Just drops in 43 on the radar gun. How about that? Now the payoff. Missed outside. And he dialed it back up to 63 after dropping all the way into the low 40s.
Ian Michael, one of the pitchers in the leagues that consistently hitting that speed check.
So makes way for Cole Brandt, who will take a ball to open up this at bat, hitting .364 on the year. Only the 1 homer, 11 RBI for him, though, as he watches a strike. 12 hits and 33 at-bats as he takes a ball in the dirt. Sound system working great here at AWA Field today, so that's smoked foul. Michael working on Brandt, the 2-2 on the way. And he got him to chase. Wicked breaking ball. Picks up and out of Cole Brandt, sends him down swinging, and there's 2 away here in the top of the first.
Big K right there. 2 outs with Jake Oliver up. You do not want to face Jake Oliver with the bases loaded.
And it was a wicked breaking ball right there. That thing just plummeted at the last second. Not a lot you can do there if you're Cole Brandt. So it's 2 on, 2 gone. Lineup turns over for Jake Oliver, as he taps the first pitch foul. One of those guys that has all sorts of pop. You're just waiting for him to unlock it.
Yeah, he's going to be annoyed about that one right there. It was a hanger right in the middle of the zone, just a little too excited.
Michael's got him behind 0-2. Can he escape the inning? Rock and deal. Misses inside. 64 he dialed that one up to. Now the 1-2. Tipped foul. Just catching a piece of it there. Nice defensive swing from Jake Oliver. So try again in a 1-2. And that'll miss outside. Michael trying to sit him down, as that's going to be 63. We'll get a speed check.
No, it didn't look like 63, but gun does not lie.
And Oliver waved at it and immediately pointed up to the radar up at the top of Club 65 as he takes ball 3 and loads the count. The payoff. Popped up, foul. Up onto the roof of the broadcast booth here. Top of the first here in game 1, still scoreless. The payoff. got him at 58. Wind swung through it, and Ian Michael escapes to the first, puts up a 0. First ups for the Wolfpack after this. Back here in the bottom of the first, Zach Inouye to lead us off, hitting .526 on the year.
Yeah, good enough at first in the league after week 5, but he's going to have to face Josh Gradwell, who is not known for helping out batters' averages. Always in that Cy Young race. Right now it kind of looks like Drew Gradwell's running away with it, but a lot of season left to go.
First pitch on the way from Gradwell, and it'll miss upstairs for a ball. As that'll drop in for a strike, it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 from Gradwell. Cut on and missed at 58.
It's a nasty pitch.
Now the 1-2. Pushed right side, it'll hang up there just long enough. Van Horn is underneath it, and a line out gets us going.
That's a nice job to make some contact there off Josh Gradwell. Not too many batters are doing it.
So it makes way for Ian Michael, who sports a .444 average. And this is a Wolfpack team that really can at least put the ball in play, pick up base hits. That'll be flared right side. Van Horn comes on, he dropped it. Pops up in time, but can't make the throw. Excellent effort right there from Van Horn.
Yeah, that was very close. He almost got him on that throw there. Nice try to make the play. But yeah, like you're saying, Ian Michael and Zach Inouye, that 1-2 is good enough as anyone in the league. Just kind of surprising they've only managed to get 4 wins on the season.
So Sam Thomas will step in here after Michael got himself aboard. Swings a .286 stick as he takes a strike here from Gradwell. 3 homers on the year, 7 RBI, 12 hits, as that'll miss up and out.
Fun fact, Ian Michael has more home runs on the year than the entire Enforcers team combined.
Oh, wow. As Thomas pushes this one center field at the wall, it's gone. Hung up there just long enough to stay above the yellow line. Sam Thomas leaves the yard and makes it 2-0.
Heck of an at-bat to start against Josh Gradwell. I mean, the Wolfpack AL team and Enforcers NL team, they don't see each other too often. It's once in the regular season and then if they match in the playoffs. So that's kind of tough in these AL NL matchups. You don't get to see them that often, but Sam Thomas seems like he seems Josh Gradwell just fine.
A little bit of interleague play today. Not too shabby. So Alex Harden will step in here. .310 average for the righty. Taps the first pitch foul to the backstop.
Alex Harden started off very hot this year, cooled down a little bit.
As he'll wear that one off the small of the back. Oh my. So working a 1-1 count here. Gradwell delivers, and it's pulled left side. Ooh. Caught. Excellent play. Another fantastic play in the field. Cole Brandt had to track that one all the way over the corner.
If you've seen any of the some highlight videos, Alex Harden just gets absolutely screwed out of singles and home runs all the time. There's an amazing play. It's usually Alex Harden batting.
It's 2 down as Chad Curtis steps in and takes a strike on the high outside corner. Both teams with some highlight plays here in the bottom of the first, as that'll miss up and out.
Still waiting for someone to hit that bullseye left center.
1-1 pulled left side, right to Brandt. He catches it on a line. Another fantastic grab, but the Wolfpack get a pair. A 2-run homer gives the Western Wolfpack the advantage. We've played an inning, 2-0 your score. So Isaac Van Horn will step in here as we start the second inning. He takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Ian Michael back to work. This one grounded left side. It's going to be a tough play. It ate up Inouye over there at third. And in for a leadoff single is Isaac Van Horn. Took a bad bounce into Inouye, kind of skipped up off his hands and just gave him some trouble over there at third. As Josh Gradwall takes a strike here. Pops this one up, hooking foul. It'll drop in safely and roll to the backstop. Gradwall behind 0-2 now. Wolfpack leading by a pair as Gradwall is frozen on the high outside corner. Tons of break on that one. He can only watch, and Ian Michael has his first punch out of the frame.
Utilize the PVC pipe on the strike zone there.
Third strikeout of the day for Ian Michael. 2 swinging, 1 watching. As it brings in Cole Brandt, and he pulls the first pitch left side, foul.
That ball was destroyed.
Just smoked, oh my goodness. I mean, he hit that one clear to Everett. 0-1, misses in the dirt. Loud strikes are still strikes. That's the mentality Ian Michael's got to have. Brandt takes the ball here. Have a 2-1. Pulled left side, Inouye makes the play on a hop, throws to first, not in time, and off the bag comes Thomas. Van Horn moves to third, aggressive base running. And there's runners on the corners with 1 away for Jake Oliver.
It was a pretty solid throw from all the way over there. A little awry, but it still hits the brick wall, which means dead ball, so the runner will stay at first.
Jake Oliver now with a fantastic opportunity to get everything back and more here in the top of the second. Pulls it left side, Inouye. He's been a busy man. Comes up firing again, not in time. And it's deja vu all over again. Infield single. Jake Oliver moves Brandt over to third.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, these balls are going right to Zach, but he's kind of playing mid-third. So by the time it gets to him, he's got to just throw a perfect dart over to first, which usually doesn't end well.
So the Enforcers get a run back here as Van Horn watches a ball. 2-1 your score now. Game 1 of this 3-game series. That's popped up right field and caught. Thomas is there tagging and trying to score, and doing so will be Cole Brandt. So a productive second out. Brings Brandt home. Oliver stays put at first, and we're tied.
The rare sacrifice fly.
I think in my year and change of doing these games, that might be the first sacrifice fly I've ever seen.
Yeah, pretty rare.
Gradwall takes inside. Now the 1-0 really slowed him down at 44 there. 2-0, same spot, a little quicker this time, but it misses inside. It's 3-0. Gradwall looking to get aboard here as he swings through the first strike.
Ooh, 63.
Nearly a fantastic pitch, but as you heard at 63, speed check. We'll try again in a 3-1 count. Michael kicks and deals. Ground ball left side, another to Inouye. He's going to come up firing again. Close play over at first. We'll have to take a look at that. Looked like he might have been safe on first glance. Tough to see with the shadows.
Yeah, looks like his foot's in there, yeah.
The call will be confirmed as safe. Oliver moves to third.
That's tough out there. I mean, Zach Inouye is just getting pelted over there, and the throws are close. It's not fast enough over there to first.
So Cole Brandt steps back in and takes the ball here. He pushes that one back up the middle. A rocket. Gradwell will dig for third. That's where he'll put the brakes on. And for the fourth time this inning, a first to third single. Puts runners on the corners. Yeah. And suddenly, after falling behind off the bat of Sam Thomas, the Enforcers have charged back to take the lead. Oliver chops it foul.
Oh no, don't you dare.
Yeah, if I'm Alex Harden, captain for the Wolfpack right now, I'm going to have Zach Inouye shade way in. I don't know why Chad Curtis is on that side of the field with a pole hitter like Jake Oliver.
That'll brush him back a little, misses up and in the brim of the hat, really. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs. Michael about to throw his 50th pitch of this ball game. 2 down here in the top of the second, and it's pushed foul.
Just missed that one.
He's seeing it well. He's had a couple really hard hit foul balls. So if he can barrel one up or leave it inside for ball 3 to load the count. Payoff pitch on the way for me and Michael. Foul back, will do it again.
Calling 61, doesn't matter, full count. We saw it though.
Try again. This one grounded back up the middle, passed in away. Another run will score. Going to third is Brandt. Oliver's going to head to second.
Still one, keep it going.
Yeah, Chad Curtis needs to move over on righties.
Everybody pulling the ball, and it's working out perfectly right now for the Eastern Enforcers, who've played it 4 in the second inning.
Looks like he's slid over there. Oh, it just goes right to him.
Ball will find you, gets by Curtis. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the throw to the plate, not in time. A pair of runs come home to score. That's going to be the run cap. A 6th spot in the second for the Eastern Enforcers. Makes it 6-2, and the Wolfpack now needing to come charge back.
We got some work to do. Most running I've ever done.
After that offensive outburst in the top of the second, 6 runs came across to score for the Enforcers. They hold a 6-2 lead here in the bottom of the second. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Eastern Enforcers, 2 runs on 1 hit for the Western Wolfpack, who will send Zach Inouye to lead us off.
Yeah, and I don't think the Wolfpack did that bad in the first inning offensively. They just hit right to where the batters are, fielders.
Inouye right to Oliver. It's going to pull him off the bag. Van Horn had to really extend for it.
Yeah, and we kind of see right now with the temperature, there's a lot of hard-hit balls coming off these players' bats. And the throws over, I mean, that's been the hardest part today.
So Ian Michael steps in here. Still swinging a 444 stick. He takes a strike here. Gradwell trying to shape back into late season rhythm as that's popped up right side. Van Horn sits under it. Makes the play straddling the line for the first out.
A little surprised there wasn't a tag there. I mean, Isaac Van Horn could have made that play, but very unlikely.
So in steps Sam Thomas, already a homer under his belt today. He was swinging for a second there. It'll go in as 61 in the speed check, though.
Yeah, thank God we are watching that, because it doesn't look like anyone was keeping an eye on the gun there.
Still looking for the first real pitch of the at-bat. It'll come in here at 57 and miss up high. Gradwell only 17 pitches through an inning and a third. As number 18 misses inside for ball 2. And a great night here in the Pacific Northwest. Not a cloud in the sky. 2-0 misses up and out.
Josh Gradwell a little more careful here against Sam Thomas second time around. I don't blame him.
Thomas ahead 3-0, looking for a one-out walk as he takes a strike here. Kind of a get me across offering from Gradwell. So a hitter's count now to Sam Thomas, 3-1. And that'll miss high for ball 4. 2 aboard now for Alex Harden. And suddenly the tying run sits on deck once again.
Yeah, first at bat hit that slicer that Cole Brandt was able to come over and steal a hit away from Alex.
First one here is in at 56 for a strike. Froze him at the knees. Harden and Gradwell doing battle. That one missed a little low.
Spike in the riser.
Even at 1, and that'll miss just outside. Gradwell on the back foot a little here in the bottom of the second. Need to do some work to get out of this inning.
Here we go.
Runners on first and second, only one down. That just barely catches the zone, but it'll be 61.
Yeah, a lot of bailout 61s here today.
Again, the 2-1 this time finds the zone at 59. On a 2-2. Got him to chase at 58. Puts Harden down swinging, and there's 2 away.
That drop ball when you're down in the count with 2 strikes, hard to lay off of. I think 90% of the strikeouts Josh Gradwell gets is via that pitch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, that's for sure. Chad Curtis now will step in. 5-hole hitter for the Wolfpack as he watches a ball here.
Chad also piped one over to the second baseman. Fortunately, it was an out for him.
As he watches one just in the upper half of the zone. Another 1-1. Same spot, same result, taken for strike 2. Gradwell a pitch away from getting out of it. Rocks and fires, and it's just tipped foul.
Good defensive bat there. There's a chance that was going to hit the zone.
It was a great play to just get a little piece of it. Little excuse me swing from Chad Curtis. Back to it in a 1-2 count. Gradwell checks his grip, comes home. And gets him to chase at 59, down swinging for strike 3. We go to the third, 6-2, still your score.
First half it goes like this and it straightens out and it gets perfect. Yeah, you hit that ground ball. Yeah.
Top of the third on tap for you, Cole Brandt.
Got a good one.
Not leading us off, it'll be Josh Gradwell. Who takes the ball here. And that's how we get things going once again here in the top of the third. Watches a strike here. Game 1 of this 3-game series. As we said, the Wolfpack really in desperate need of some wins here as Gradwell swings through strike 2. They're going to need a big bottom of the inning to pick it up as Gradwell chases. Fantastic offering there from Ian Michael for the first out. We got a plane flying overhead.
Nice little delayed flyover.
Wonder what kind of plane that is. That is taken for a ball. 1-0 runs off that front leg. Michael working at 2-0 and he misses downstairs. Joked he was just running out of gas a second ago. 3-0 misses inside and a 4-pitch walk to Cole Brandt sits him on first. So we'll see what the Wolfpack do for game 2 and 3. Michael up to 62 pitches in this first game.
We'll see how this third inning goes. I mean, he's had one fantastic inning, one terrible inning, so you can split the difference. We'll see.
Oliver tips it foul at 63. That'll miss outside. Michael really trying to toe the limit here around the 60-mile-an-hour mark, but he's stuck above it right now. All 3 pitches of this at-bat have been north of 60. On the 2-0. Really slowed it down there. Dipped it to 45, but is behind 3-0, and that's popped up right side. Thomas and Michael. A little bit of miscommunication for a moment. Ends up with Ian Michael, who reins it in for the second out.
Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just a nice little E-fist outside the zone, elicit a swing. Good things will happen.
So it makes way for Isaac Van Horn, who taps the first pitch foul at 61. Michael with a chance, as you said, to put together another nice inning, as that's another speed check.
He's getting a little frustrated out there with the, I don't know how many we've seen, maybe 10 so far.
Slows it down here, Van Horn pulls it foul. Looked good down the line, but just bounced to the left of that third base bag. Something we saw on Monday, the fair foul debate.
Yeah.
That swung through strike 2, and Michael's a strike away from getting out.
4 pitches, 4 strikes, 2 of them don't count.
0-2. Called at 60 on the dot, froze him to get the third and final out. To the bottom of the third we go. Wolfpack chasing 4 to tie, 5 to walk it off here in game 1.
Let's just get this show on the road. It's hot.
I appreciate it.
So Josh Gradwall goes back to towing the rubber here in the bottom of the third. 3 outs away from a game 1 victory and win number 10 on the year for these Enforcers.
Second away, 1 for 2 in this game.
First pitch ripped foul. And it's busy at the top here in the AWA. The Enforcers, with the series win here, could really thrust themselves back into #1 seed contention as Inouye holds off. This team that made such an improbable run last season through the playoffs as that misses open out.
Yeah, they're the lowest seeded team to ever win it all, 7th seed. That's kind of what you need in AWA when everyone's so evenly matched. Just a little chip on your shoulder to get you through the end.
Ahead 2-1, swings through that one and moves it square.
Teams at the top get a little too comfortable.
2-2 speed check, and Inouye will stay alive. He had walked all the way out of the batter's box before he realized.
Yeah, I thought after that first inning 2-run home run, there might be a little momentum on this Wolfpack side, but followed it up with a 6-run second.
Try again in a 2-2, and Inouye will leave outside and load the count up. Chance to spark something here, the payoff. Ground ball left side, Oliver forfeits to Brandt, who bobbles it once and eats it over there, decides not to throw, and Inouye's aboard.
Zach Inouye, sneaky good hitter, just gets on base.
It was a nice throw from Ian Michael. As we go back to work here, Michael and Gradwall. First pitch. Popped up right side, Gradwall comes on, but he can't make the grab.
Yeah, I thought he for sure was going to get that one. A little bit of a slower jump, didn't really pick up the ball right off the bat, slowed him down just enough.
And his eyes just lit up as he was charging in on that one. He thought he had a tailor-made first out, but instead Michael's behind 0-1. That'll miss outside. Big spot here for Josh Gradwall. He drops in 61. Wolfpack haven't gone quietly. They put up a fight in the bottom of the second. Got to the point where the tying run was on deck.
Hey, 4 hits in a game against... Oh.
That's ripped back up the middle. Michael's going to hold it first. Throw to third, not in time. Ball runs out of play. Inouye's going to come home. Michael turns and heads for third.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue you run into there. When you're deep out there trying to make a rush throw over to third. I've seen a lot of balls just sail over the third baseman. Sometimes you just want to hold on to that thing, limit the damage.
So Ian Michael comes up clutch and makes this a 6-3 ball game. Still nobody away here in the bottom of the third. Tying run now on deck. 1-0 to Thomas, misses up and in ball 2. Now the 2-0. Just dropped in at 59.
That's tough.
Just great pitch placement right there. Not a lot you can do about that. Now the 2-1. Waves at 59 again. Gradwall looking for a huge first out. The 2-2. Tapped foul.
I don't even know.
I heard him hit the ball.
We're gonna replay this. It's originally called a foul ball, but there's a little confusion as to whether Thomas got a piece of it or hit the zone.
Yeah, luckily we have a great look at it here. I mean, he definitely hit the back, but I thought I heard a little bit of a clip there.
Yeah, I think he clipped it, but he hit the bat before he clipped it, but we'll just do redo.
So we'll call it a foul ball here. So we go again here in a 2-2. Gradwall looking for the first out of the inning. Ground ball right side. Gradwall's going to have to make the play. Coming around to score is Michael. An RBI ground out for Sam Thomas.
We'll call that a draw. Still an out, but 1 run comes in.
And in a situation like this, sometimes you do sacrifice the run for the out. You say, well, we've got a 3-run cushion. We'll let someone come around to score to pick up an all-important first out.
Now it just turns to Alex Hart and Chad Curtis. Just need to get on for the top of the order. Anyway.
Takes the ball. Inouye already with a single here in this inning. As Harden swings through 57 for strike 1. Josh Gradwall up to 48 pitches in this first game. Deals a 1-1, and it's tapped fair. A lot of spin on it. Looked like it was going to go dead foul at first, but it rolls back fair right into the waiting hands of Gradwall.
That's tough.
Not the way you want to surrender your second out. And now it's up to Chad Curtis to keep the Wolfpack alive here in game 1. First pitch to him, grounded left side, hung up there for a while, but right over to Oliver, who rifles it along to first. Van Horn there to make the play, and the Enforcers survive a 6 spot in the second, enough to get them over the hump here in game 1.
James? Yeah. Alex? Just swap Sam and Ian. Okay. That's what you're never going to take a break. You're kind of hoping for a strikeout. Well, that's as soon as you look at the mound for the bicep, I think you're going to get that hard ground ball where you really got to run it out. I think you're just fine. I'm going to tell you about that. I got here at 5 o'clock and his half is already sweated through the top, and he's just hitting on the team. But that's just really paying off. That's dedication.
Well, Jack has departed me up here for game 2, so I'm flying solo up here in the booth. Always a fun time. And Josh Gradwell will be back on the hill for the Enforcers here in game 2. But before we do that, Robert has a post-game interview.
Right here with Isaac Van Horn. Isaac, tell me about how this heat has affected the ball for you guys offensively.
Yeah, compared to our last series, definitely seems like it's gone a lot further than it has. You know, a lot of those balls last series were just stopping at the wall, and now they're seeming to go a lot farther, a lot harder. So it's good to be in the heat, good to be out here.
What are you seeing from the pitching that you can take away from game 2 and 3 moving on forward?
Yeah, pitching's definitely heated up, sitting around 60. So it's been a little tougher, but nothing that we can't overcome.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
Back to the booth.
So lineups looking the same for this second game. Ryman accidentally, as Josh Gradwell will toe the slab for the Enforcers, who are the home team in this second game. Sam Thomas will oppose him on the bump for the Western Wolfpack. So Ian Michael more than likely wraps up his day after the game 1 start. Enforcers took game 1, if you're just joining us, in a matchup between an Enforcers team that entered at 9-6, now 10-6, sitting solidly in the middle of the pack here in the late going of this season. Wolfpack came in at 4-11, needing some critical wins to keep pace with the Pilots, who are that 7th seed right now, and try and fight their way in. Of course, we're doing the one-game playoff this year, one series playoff between the 7 and 8 seeds this year. So almost a wild card series between the two squads, which, as we've said right now, would more than likely be the Pilots and the Wolfpack. We're not done just yet. We still got a pair of games to play. And Josh Gradwell is going to look to keep the Wolfpack at bay for another start, as he just fired one up here into the booth, giving us a little nod up here. I guess giving me, I'm all by myself right now. Let me go get that real quick.
Jack? That's fine. No, you guys can go. Still want to get out of here.
So Robert has made his way out to umpire now, as Josh Gradwall retakes the hill. Winning pitcher in game 1 goes back to work here in game 2. First pitch on the way to Zach Inouye. The rock and fire. Cut on at 57 in for a strike, and that's how we get things going here in game 2. Now the 0-1. Same result, drops in at 58, and Inouye quickly needing to defend. Behind 0-2, Gradwall delivers and misses upstairs. Very unique here in the sport of wiffle ball and in the AWA as Inouye grounds this one over to Gradwall, who makes a one-handed play. Throw to first. In time to get him. First base umpire Robert says the throw was in time. We'll take a look at that replay. Came over with one hand and delivered an excellent throw. My goodness, he did get him. That is fantastic over there at first. Josh Gradwall, a web gem to get us started here in game 2. And it paves way for Ian Michael. Michael, a .433 hitter now. Dropped 11 points, but when you're hitting up here in the 400s, an 11-point drop comes with 1 out. Popped up, Gradwall backpedals off the mound and makes the play. Nearly lost his balance, but he regains it just in time. 2 down now for Sam Thomas. He's going to get started on a story, but we've gone quick here in this top of the first, so I may need to pocket it. Thomas first to bat of game 2, a .295 hitter with 4 homers on the year, tab number 4 in game 1. It gave the Wolfpack an early lead. First pitch to him misses low for ball 1. Another 1-0. Tapped foul. 60 flat from Josh Gradwall. Count moves square, 1 ball and 1 strike. Just as grip comes home and just misses inside ball 2. Kicks something off that right foot. He's got the green socks. Looks like he's got maybe clouds on him. As Thomas grounds this one right side. Back to Gradwall. Underhand flip in time to make the play at first. An efficient first inning for Josh Gradwall and only 9 pitches. First ups here in game 2 for the Enforcers on the way.
It like fires me up when I'm running the ground ball. I'm like, you were teaching your coach the positioning for the catcher on the second and home.
So Jake Oliver will get us back underway here in the bottom of the first inning facing Sam Thomas. Thomas didn't start game 1, but sports a .463 ERA, 34 punch-outs. Only a 1-8 record over 23 1/3 innings of work this season. 49 hits, 17 walks in his 10 games. He's allowed 36 earned runs. We talked about it in game 1, but Oliver just waiting to unlock that bat, and that's usually so good. And he's been great this year. Swinging it to a tune of .378, but only the 1 homer. So we'll see if he can unlock some of that power as he takes a strike to get us back underway. 1 homer, 13 RBI, 17 hits, and we saw in game 1 the Enforcers really not needing to use the home run ball because they played that big 6-run inning with a lot of seeing eye small ball singles, which is really the way to go. You know, you ask me, I say, I love small balls. I almost got my head taken off on that one. I hit my head into the TV. Really composed back here right now. Robert warning Jake Oliver here. Now the 1-2 misses downstairs, and we're square 2-2. Got to recover quick after that one. 2-2 from Sam Thomas, and Oliver grounds it back to him. He bobbles it once, throws to first in time. Robert makes the call. It's the all-seeing eye over there at first base. He conducts the interview, and then he says, "I decide your fate, whether you're allowed to be on base or not." One down now here at the bottom of the first for Isaac Van Horn. Gradwall and Deck Brandt in the hole. Talking about small ball, you know. Yeah, to me, small ball's the way to go. You know, pick up some singles, take some walks, get out there, play old school ball. Brings teams lots of wins. As Van Horn swings and misses at the first offering. I think they call it guards ball nowadays, because the Cleveland Guardians love to employ that strategy. As Van Horn waves through 54 and falls behind 0-2. It certainly helps when you have a high average, high contact guy like Stephen Kwan. As Van Horn is frozen in the middle part of the plate, watches strike 3 called, and there's 2 down quickly. Sam Thomas trying to match Josh Gradwall with an efficient bottom of the first. 8 pitches, 2 quick outs for Sam Thomas. That'll just missed outside the first pitch to Gradwall. Now the 1-0. Pop up right side. Curtis came on, as did Thomas, but it ends up in the netting down the first base line for a strike. Got a little swinging net / potentially golf simulator type net over there down the first base line. Really is a great venue for wiffle ball here. Now the 1-1. Up and out, taken for ball 2. 3 days past the summer solstice, which means unfortunately the days are going to start getting a little shorter as Gradwall swings through 59 here. Not too noticeable quite yet. Still a beautiful summertime PNW evening, on a cloud in the sky. Very little breeze. The American flag in right field not moving at all. As Thomas's 2-2 is rocked out to center field and gone. Josh Gradwall leaves the yard and gives the Enforcers the lead. Just a missile out to straightaway center. A rocket off the bat of Josh Gradwall. As in game 1, the Enforcers take the lead here in game 2 with homer number 3 on the year. Thomas is gonna step off and regroup here a little bit. Goes back to work here. As Brent watches the ball take slow and outside for ball 1. Enforcers in their usual greens, as that's a rocket to left field off the tall wall and left. Cole Brandt will slam on the brakes at first, but he notches himself a 2-out single, and after those quick first 2 outs by Sam Thomas, I think the broadcaster jinx might have gotten him a little bit. The homer and now the single to flip the lineup card for Jake Oliver. Oliver grounded out his first time up. First pitch he sees here, groove to him over the head of Michael. Rounding from second to third goes Cole. Throw's going to run off the tree. And advantageous base running from Jake Oliver is going to sit him in with a 2-out double. Starting to click here in the bottom of the first for these Enforcers as they look to build on a 1-0 lead. Isaac Van Horn struck out his first time. Takes a strike here at 58. Awaits the 0-1. Thought about it, but slams on the brakes at the last second, holds off. When They're going to say he went. Looked like it was pretty cut and dry, but
You can't challenge 6 ways.
so Van Horn's going to fall behind 0-2. He motions for ABS. No ABS yet here in the AWA. Instead, he pulls one left side, but right to Inouye, the old Atom ball. That gets the Wolfpack out of the inning. A run scores, but Sam Thomas strands a pair. We head to the second, 1-0 Enforcers, your score.
Both at the same pitch.
So Josh Gradwall, who hung a 0 in the top of the first in only 10 pitches and then sent a rocket out to center field in the bottom of the first, will go back to work on the bump, now pitching with a 1-0 lead that he created. You'll see Harden, Curtis, and Inouye to get us going here in the top of the second. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Enforcers took the first one 6-4. And leading 1-0 right now. A run on 3 hits for the Enforcers. Nothing on nothing for the Wolfpack, as that's popped up right side. 1 pitch, 1 out. Nice play, Van Horn, as Harden goes down with a pop out. Came from deep in that second hole. It was about halfway between first and second, but he charges over to make the play as Chad Curtis steps in and takes the ball outside. We got another plane flying overhead. I know there's aviation people that like to, track those kind of flights, as Curtis swings through a strike here. I've tried my hand at that a couple times here and there. Curtis just above a real dropout breaking ball. He's behind 1-2. Gradwall trying to sit him down. 1-2, missed outside. All square. 2-2, got him to chase. Down swinging goes Curtis, and there's quickly 2 away. First strikeout of the day for Josh Gradwall. He went ground out, fly out, ground out in the first inning, and has now gone fly out, strikeout in the second. Back to the top of the order with Zach Inouye. Gradwall's first offering popped up foul. It'll drop in harmlessly off the roof of the broadcast booth. Healthy cut there from Inouye, but misses inside, and he'll fall behind 0-2. 0-2 from Gradwall. Just caught the top of the zone. That is unbelievable. Froze him. And a 1-2-3 second for Josh Gradwall sends this to the bottom of the frame. 1-0, still your score.
Just like this won't count, just like a basic passing off. Yeah. Oh wow. We break apart.
So Sam Thomas back on the hill here in the bottom of the second, facing Gradwall, who just clubbed an absolute tank back in the first inning to give the Enforcers the lead they hold now. First offering is pulled down the left field line, and his bat broke. His bat broke, and now our umpire's going to have to walk in. He's trying to get off the field. This is intriguing right here.
Trevor, foreign substance.
They're going to perform a check on the bat. And there's something. Oh, my goodness.
Broke my barrel.
Oh my goodness, his bat was corked. And he's been thrown out. He just got Sammy Sosa'd.
Popcorn.
Popcorn in the bat. That's a new one. I can't say I've ever seen something like that before on a field at any sort of diamond sport level. Popcorn in the bat. And we'll see if they let him stick it out as Cole Brandt has come in and picked up a snack. You know, we always joke, we in the broadcast industry, we say get your popcorn for an intense moment, but I certainly don't think I've ever meant literally get your popcorn. But that is what Josh Gradwell did, and you know, shades of, I believe it was Sammy Sosa.
It smells really good in the batter's box now.
If you've ever seen the clip of Sammy Sosa where he gets tossed for using a corked bat, and he goes and attempts to pick up all the shattered pieces. So they're just going to have Gradwell change bats. We'll wipe everything and go again. There's still popcorn on the field as that's pulled foul, and we'll get things back going here in the bottom of the second after one of the more peculiar delays I've really ever seen at any level of diamond sports, as Gradwell swings through that and falls behind 0-2. Perhaps the popcorn is what helped him hit that homer in the first. That's pretty much the same situation, so we'll call it a foul ball. You know, we got a precedent for it now, so we'll call it a foul ball. There's your vocab word of the day, precedent. So Gradwell stays alive behind 0-2.
Are we square?
Readjusts the zone for Thomas, who gives him the thumbs up. And we go back to work. 0-2 from Thomas to Gradwell. Outside, ball 1. Enforcers struck first here in game 2, back in the bottom of the first. Off the bat of this man, Josh Gradwell, who chases 59 and goes down swinging. So maybe it was the popcorn that helped him hit that homer. 1 away now for Cole Brandt. 1 run on 3 hits for these Enforcers. They're looking to add on some insurance. Gradwell has been bona fide great on the bump. Yes, that is a liner back up the middle. Sam Thomas. Watch your cabeza right there. Goodness me. That was smacked right back up the middle.
Which way?
So it sits Brandt on first for Jake Oliver. That's one where you really just got to get out of the way. Goodness me. First pitch to Oliver misses in the dirt for ball 1.
PTSD for Sam Thomas.
And we've seen a lot of injuries this year, so glad that he got out of the way of that one. Oliver trying to extend on this 1-0 lead as he taps that foul. Thomas gets one back. It's 2-1. Brandt sits on first. Oliver at the dish. Van Horn on deck. 2-1. Rocket right side and off the wall. Throw's going to go back to first. It's going to run off the brick wall. So a run will come around to score. And they'll make Oliver hold at first.
Taking a call. They hit the brick wall.
Yeah.
What? Whoa. Yeah, you're already on the back, y'all.
Huh? Where was I wasn't even watching the play.
We'll have to take a look at the replay here. It looked like Brandt had come around and score. So we may have to put the brakes on here and adjust the score.
Yeah, first and third.
And that's what we will rule it, so it'll just go down as a single. Brandt moves to third, and it's runners on the corners here in the bottom of the second. And this is where things get a little bit dangerous for the Western Wolfpack. We saw runners on the corners a lot in the second inning of game 1. As Van Horn swings through 59 here for strike 1.
Yeah, once that ball hits the brick wall and the runner is not already advancing to the next base, they have to stay where they're at.
I'll miss outside at 58. A lot of rule clarifications here in these last couple weeks in the AWA.
It's funny, we've been playing the same way for 7 seasons now.
That's grounded back up the middle. Thomas lost his footing. Quick throw from Inouye, not in time.
They love the little corners, runners on the corner situation here.
They really do. I mean, they benefited from it time and again back in game 1. And here in game 2, Isaac Van Horn scratches across the second run and makes it 2-0.
Let's get down.
So Josh Gradwell will step in, 1 at-bat removed from
my goodness
the popcorn incident. Little ground one left side. Oliver holds up, throw to first. Close play, throw home, not in time. As Oliver went sliding onto the hot tub. Use whatever room you can.
We'll see. Both those plays were very close.
It looked like Gradwell got a foot there in time. And we'll take a look here.
Ooh.
Looks to me like he's safe at first.
Safe, and then the throw home hits the ground, slows it down, knocking me in time, so double save.
So everybody's going to be safe, and right on cue, as we said, another first to third base running opportunity. And it tacks on another run as Cole Brandt will step in.
Yeah, that's tough right there.
3 runs on 7 hits as Brandt's going to wear that one for ball 1.
Yeah, Wolfpack thinking they at least got 1 out there. Both were bang-bang plays. They didn't get either.
And you have to assume that Curtis probably would have nabbed Oliver at home had that ball stayed in the air a little longer. Had the speed, just got caught up in the grass.
Yeah, it's just wherever the ball crosses the plate, it has to hit the backstop, but as long as it crosses the plate, that's like hypothetically where that imaginary catcher would be.
So Brandt ahead 3-0 here. And he'll take a walk. So 4-pitch free pass loads him up for Jake Oliver.
And that's how the enforcers are so good. They're not afraid to walk, just get the pitch count up. Sam Thomas, honestly, not in a bad spot with 33 pitches, but it's taxing.
And seeing Jake Oliver with the bases loaded is not something anyone wants to do in this league. Only the 1 homer, but he'll pop this one up right side. Thomas comes over, and I guess you call that a jinx?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he just wants a home run so bad. He doesn't want to walk. Bases are loaded. A grand slam would get him right back to where he wants to be offensively, but it'll come sooner or later for Jake Oliver.
Now Sam Thomas, though, 1 good pitch away from getting out of this jam with only a pair of runs surrendered. First pitch to Van Horn, pulled foul. It was a quick out to open the inning of Gradwell, and then single walk before Oliver popped out here. Now the 0-1 to Van Horn. Pushes it right side and gone. Isaac Van Horn leaves the yard, goes backside, ends the inning, and makes it 7-0 Enforcers.
That's tough. Absolutely destroyed it for his first home run of the year. Wolfpack were not away from getting out with just a 3-run deficit. Now it's 7-0. They need 7 runs to keep this game going.
So now it becomes a real tall task, and with Josh Gradwell practically on cruise control on the bump, it's going to be a long way to go for the Eastern Enforcers when we get back. So it'll be Michael Thomas and Harden due up for the Wolfpack. Michael Thomas, shout out the New Orleans Saints. Shout out fantasy legend Mike Thomas. So Ian Michael will lead us off here in the top of the third. Gradwall only 19 pitches across.
Yeah, 149 receptions.
Yeah, I had him on my fantasy team that year.
Did you win?
I did win. I was a happy fantasy manager.
Hope so.
Yeah. My greatest pick of all time was a sleeper pick Patrick Mahomes off the waiver wire in his rookie year. Ooh. Michael rips that one left side down for a base hit, and that's the first base runner surrendered by Josh Gradwall.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. That breaks up the perfect game.
Never want to jinx it, but I was about to make a joke about how we were experiencing our own 2012 here in the AWA, where there was like 3 perfect games in a month and a half.
That happened back in, so we've had 4 total perfect games, 1 this year from Drew Gradwall, and then 3, I believe, in 2023 maybe, where they were all against the Wolfpack team that went 2-25 in the regular season. So those are kind of, I would say they still count, but I feel like Drew Gradwall is
hang your hat on
the top.
So Josh Gradwall back to work, fires in a strike, gets one back. It's 2-1. Healthy cut right there from Thomas, but he waves for strike 2. Yeah, you look back on that 2012 year, it was just ridiculous.
I was going to say, you pick him up on the waiver wire. I drafted Mahomes in the 17th round, and I still lost. That's how bad I was.
It's brutal. Payoff here from Gradwall, tapped foul. I had a year where I played in a 4-man league.
Nice.
Yeah.
Finish on the podium?
I did finish on the podium. I did win that year, thank the Lord. Payoff again, misses up and out. And that'll send Thomas down to first base. Back-to-back base running opportunities here in the top of the third.
And Josh Gradwall, I mean, started this game off hot. Always his kind of issues he's had is that 3rd inning. Batters kind of get sick of looking foolish. They start to stop swinging, leads to a few walks. But he still pitched very well so far.
When you're pitching with a 7-run cushion, too, you're in a
let it fly.
Pretty good spot to really attack hitters. So Alex Harden will step in here, the 4-hole hitter here in game 2. Awaiting the first pitch from Gradwall, and he'll take a strike. 58 on the gun there from Gradwall. That just misses high. It's an excellent throw, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the top of this third. 7-0 Enforcers after a 6 spot in the bottom of the second. Harden takes the ball.
He's got the rally cap on.
Ken Griffey Jr. style. I like it. 2-1 drops in at the last second. Gradwall looking for a all-important first out here. Ground ball right side, towing the line and going foul.
Wouldn't have been the worst case scenario, you know, advance those runners up 40 feet.
Essentially a swinging bunt there.
Yeah.
And Josh Gradwall with some words for the grounds crew.
Fortunately, he is not here.
Tapped foul.
I will relay it, though.
Said the yard slopes toward the infield, and I guess that creates more balls in play, but if you're a pitcher, that's not what you want.
Batters love it.
Yeah.
I have to do something about that popcorn, too, though. Unacceptable. Still allowed to pitch in this game.
I don't tolerate cheating. The payoff. In at 59, froze him for the first out. They tried to play the Mario death noise and just cut it out after about the first 3 notes.
About to play it, and then he felt a little bad for Alex Harden, so he switched it up.
Changed his mind. Ah, that's an all-timer. So 1 away now for Chad Curtis. Wolfpack Enforcers 2 outs away from wrapping up a series victory before we even need to go to Game 3. First pitch to Curtis. He misses up and out. I don't think since I've been back I've seen a single rubber match. Curtis waves through 59 here. I think every series has been wrapped up in the first 2 games. Curtis pops one up, Gradwall's underneath it, and there's 2 away.
I'd say that's pretty rare. I mean, most series we see at least a little bit of a rubber match.
The Enforcers have done a fantastic job of really getting to both Thomas and Michael, who have been on the hill. That'll just miss outside. The advantage here that the Wolfpack holds going into Game 3 is that they can't use...
Hey, man.
Uh-oh. Just a bit outside.
Yeah.
Tried the corner and missed.
Almost got it there.
It's a great movie. 2-0 in from Gradwall. This time would have been a strike, but it was 63. Really reached back for that one. But the advantage that the Wolfpack hold going into Game 3 is they can use either pitcher. Ground ball right side. Van Horn applies the tag, and that will do it for Game 2. A dominant performance on the hill from Josh Gradwall allows only the 1 hit and only 2 base runners to wrap up the series and give the Eastern Enforcers a no-pressure Game 3 as they'll go for the sweep.
It makes the ball break how you envision the lines in your head, where it's like steep. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's one to do like 30 seconds. I don't think I don't know where the next guy can just do it. Go. It's good. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Oh, maybe I get hit. Oh.
For the game out of your house.
We'll see.
Minimum.
See. We're just hoping to get me to get 4 outs here. 4 to 5 outs.
A nice split game. Yeah. Piggyback.
Well, after his eventful day, we'll put it, here in Game 2, Robert's got Orville Redenbacher himself, Josh Gradwall, for a post-game interview.
Trevor called you Oral Redenbacher. Do you feel like the popcorn gave you an advantage before I turn that sideways, I guess would be the word?
You know what? I'm going to plead the fifth. I didn't know popcorn was in there, but however, after the fact, it seemed to have given me an advantage, yes.
with the home run there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you find barrel with popcorn in it, it feels different. I haven't had a home run feel like that.
Did you like your teammates eating the popcorn?
You know, I'll tell you what, it made the batter's box smell good, so I do not blame them. That smelled like some fresh popcorn.
It was not fresh popped. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think we've had the popcorn in there for a while. However, tonight's the night it paid off. We got, you know, maybe slapped on the wrist, hopefully, but we got.
All right, tell me about the pitching. How is the weather affecting you specifically on the mound?
You know, I feel like when it's muggy outside, you can throw it harder and the velo stays a little bit down. I prefer this kind of weather when I'm pitching. The ball grabs, everything works. Feeling good out there.
All right, good luck in Game 3. Back to booth, guys.
Thank you, Robert. And yeah, I think eventful is the way to put the day that Josh Gradwell just had in Game 2. That is for sure. And you heard him. That popcorn has supposedly been in there for a while. Real corny answer, you might say.
Nice.
This is the comedy hour. So Ian Michael will take over on the hill again here for Game 3, facing Jake Oliver. And we'll get things underway. Enforcers took the first two. Wolfpack looking to salvage the series here as Michael fires in a ball to get us going. About a half swing, and we'll say he did go around there on pitch just out of the zone. Now the 1-1. Just missed. Michael had a busy day back in Game 1, threw a little north of 60 pitches and drops in 62 there, so it'll be a speed check.
Yeah, 2-1, right?
2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff man, Oliver. Ephus is rocked to left field and gone. Jake Oliver leaves the yard and unloads on one.
That's got to feel good.
Wow.
Surprisingly enough, his first home run, or second home run of 2026.
And are they playing the old Seattle Mariners theme song?
No, this is The Natural.
Oh, really?
Maybe they did use it for Seattle Mariners.
Pretty sure that's what one of
So Van Horn steps in here and takes the ball. And a similar one here. You know, I've actually never seen The Natural. I gotta watch that.
You've never seen The Natural?
I've never seen The Natural.
Gosh, you're
I
a
watch
baseball guy?
a lot of baseball movies, but I've never seen The Natural.
It's unacceptable.
I know. 2-1, waving at 58 is Isaac Van Horn.
R.I.P. Robert Redford.
Yeah. That'll miss inside and load the count 3-2. Seen Moneyball. Moneyball is one of my favorite movies of all time in general. It's in my Letterboxd top 4.
Nice.
Now the payoff. Up and out, ball 4.
Speaking of Moneyball, the Wolfpack said they're diving into their analytical department, and their plan is Ian Michael to get 4 outs, then swap to Sam Thomas. That's clearly not going well. But their thought was Ian Michael starts games good, Sam Thomas closes games well. But hopefully they don't flop it here.
So they're trying to create a pitcher in the aggregate,
yeah,
you're saying. That'll be popped up left side. Going back is Harden, and it's over his head. It's going to roll away from him. Here comes Van Horn safely into third. Gradwell slams on the brakes at first. No popcorn needed for Josh Gradwell there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very hard play to make. Definitely makeable, though, and the Wolfpack are going to need to make as many of those plays as they can if they want a chance here in Game 3.
So Cole Brandt takes ball 1 and quickly ball 2. As he pulls this one left side, passed in away. 1 run will come around to score. Here comes Gradwell. He's going to get the windmill. Throw to the plate. Not in time. That was a great throw from Alex Harden. I mean, nearly from the wall, and it came in about a bounce shy of home. Wow, that is fantastic. It'll go down as a bases-clearing triple, though. Brandt sets up shop on third, and still nobody out as Jake Oliver steps in for the second time. Watches 61 here. And it'll take a ball. Yeah, Moneyball, fantastic movie. One of the all-time greats. Field of Dreams, that's up there too. That's a great movie.
Ian Michael didn't take my advice. I said pitch a perfect game. So far, this is the exact opposite.
You should have thought about that. That's great advice.
If you listened to me, it'd be a 0-0 game.
I only had that as ball 3, but he's going to take over on first.
That's,
we might have just had ourselves a 3-pitch walk.
If it's a walk, but
we love a good 3-pitch walk. I think there's maybe a John Boyce video about 3-pitch walks. As Van Horn's behind 0-2, and he gets a piece of it. Javi Baez had a 3-pitch walk this season, which is on brand. You love that. 0-2 again. He'll wear it off the back. Nice job getting the bat out of the way for Isaac Van Horn.
Oh, you need ball? Yeah, let's get them all of them.
One of my favorite reaction photos to use is the photo of Javi Baez when he was a Met, swinging at a ball that is probably still 10 feet away from home plate. I love to throw that one around.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times.
1-2 to Van Horn. Pulled left side, passed in away, can't make the play. Rounding and heading for third is Oliver. He's going to slam on the brakes, thought about coming home. Now he will throw to the plate, not in time. That was peculiar, and he's up on the hot tub again.
Yeah, you're that far back. You got to just throw in. It's not like if you hold on to it, they're not going to run. You're the deepest part of the field.
So it'll make it 5-0. Now get in the hot tub. You guys have played MLB The Show. So the inning-ending run now sits on third as Gradwell swings at strike 1. And he really wants to end this inning as he just chopped at that one. 0-2 on the way for Ian Michael. Popped up right side, foul out of play.
I know I got to get extended.
And the exact opposite of a perfect game is a 6-run first inning.
I believe the term is a yes hitter. It's tapped foul.
I guess it could always be worse. I mean, 6 is the cap. You could hypothetically get up to 9.
Gradwell down swinging, and there's the first out.
Yeah.
Now, as I look over Ian Michael's...
Ian, that's 1 out.
You heard Jake say it. He said Ian wanted to get 4 or 5, and after 1, he just took a walk off the mound.
That's tough. I mean, he's been out there so long, it seems like he deserves 3 outs.
Well, I mean, I guess if his goal was to allow 4 or 5 runs, he's done that. Cole Brandt steps in, takes a ball. Yeah, that'll miss outside. As I look at Ian Michael's stats, I'm confronted by a real peculiar numbers. That's grounded over to Inouye. He'll go to second, won't really matter. Run comes around to score, and that will end the inning. We'll talk about that number later. A 6 spot to get us going here in Game 3. The Enforcers swinging it well.
I'm telling you, dent there.
So Jake Oliver will go to work on the bump for the Enforcers, and pitching with quite a cushion is Oliver. A 4.02 ERA in 18 2/3 innings of work. 19 strikeouts, good for a 3-2 record for Oliver.
Yeah, Jake Oliver in the early years was dominating the league. Hitters have just seen him a little more often. I mean, a 4.02 ERA. Pretty respectable, especially with the amount of innings he's pitched. I mean, it's nowhere near the Josh Gradwell currently sitting at a 2.13 ERA, but that's kind of all you need is your Game 2 guy sitting right around that 4 ERA amount, and worked for them last year.
And he'll have a chance to really attack these hitters. Sitting on a 6-0 lead. Pitching pretty freely. Will be the righty. It'll be Inoue, Michael, and Thomas due up here in the bottom of this first inning. We'll see how they respond, because a big time 5 or 6 spot on the top of the first, that's tough to bounce back from. First pitch on the way, misses up and out, and that's how Jake Oliver's day gets going.
One of the slower workers in the league on the mound.
That'll make it 2-0.
When you get a pitch clock.
That'd be the next new invention. That one tap foul. A new addition to the league.
Yeah, but in wiffle ball it should be like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Here's the 2-1. Waved on and missed at 56. When do we get an ABS?
Well, we do. It's right there.
That's true. I actually didn't think of it that way. Ground ball back up the middle. Challenging play. Bare hand throw to first, and it looks like it was in time. That is a web gem from Cole Brandt.
I heard that guy say.
That is an all-timer right there. Goodness me.
It's becoming ridiculous.
He's parallel to the ground right now.
99% of the time, he's in there all day. So that's just one heck of a play from Cole Brandt. Shocked Isaac Van Horn over at first base. He was able to get there just a dart.
So one down now for Ian Michael. Pops one up medium depth center field, and a one-handed grab. Cole Brandt getting it done right now.
Hey, and I mean, so far, if you want to go down to the minuscule details, the difference in second baseman play for both these teams has been vastly different.
Jake Oliver only 6 pitches through these first 2 outs as Sam Thomas steps in here. A righty-lefty matchup as Thomas watches ball 1.
Cole Brandt was a little cute with that one-handed. Just a little tip there, and you're on the Sports Center Not Top 10.
Yeah, it's a risky run. Pop up left side. Oliver comes over and hauls it in. A 9-pitch, 1-2-3 first inning. Efficient for Jake Oliver. Enforcers lead this one 6-0 as we head to the second.
Yeah. Swap you in and out. I'm going to pitch. You're what? You're pitching? Yeah. Okay. I like it. Back is up.
So a new pitcher on the hill here for the Western Wolfpack. Alex Harden goes to work, one of the veterans of this league, taking over on the bump. Jack, what do you got on him?
Well, currently this year he's got that 6 ERA, but one of the all-time greats as far as AWA pitching legends. He led the league in strikeouts all the way back in 2022. First player to ever hit over 100 strikeouts in a single season. He also has the record for most pitches in a game. You want to take a guess? It was 7 innings of extra innings.
7 innings of extra innings? So a 10-inning game?
No, with extra innings. So
it's ripped left side and in a way. Can't corral it. Let's go.
7 total.
Let's go 152.
Unfortunately, not even close.
Okay.
283.
Oh my, yeah, okay. I was a little off there. Wow, 283.
It was a rubber band arm.
Credit to that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was long. That was a long game.
Van Horn takes a strike in at 37. Pops one up left center field. Underneath it is Curtis, and there's 2 down.
You know, I don't hate this strategy. I mean, just the straight up EFIS pitching. Just don't give them a hanger, and they will swing. This team likes to swing. Maybe it's right over the heart of the plate. Oh, switch it up right there.
Dials it up there to 59. Says he's still got it. And to Gradwall, who pulls this one over club 65 and gone. Josh Gradwall leaves the yard, a 2-run shot, and it's 8-0.
Well, it's an answer jinx. That was a good strategy. That one maybe just got a little too much over the plate. That Josh Gradwell's up to 4 home runs. Home run total's starting to get back to normal for this Enforcer squad.
Perhaps this is the get-right series they need, as that's in just below the zone for a ball, and that'll miss outside. Brant thought about it, nearly fell down. So that'll just miss. It's 3-0. Rips one center field, and off the top of the wall, dropped by Thomas. Nearly snuck out. Couple inches of air underneath it, and that one's gone. Instead, it's just a long single.
About as far as you can hit it. We'll take the single, though.
So 1 out and 1 on for Jake Oliver, who takes the ball here. And the Enforcers offense really humming to life. Here's Oliver.
That one hurt to look at.
It's a heck of a swing right there. Full pirouette. That'll miss outside. It's 3-1. Rocket to Inouye. Just smacked at him. It's going to get by him. Brant will hold up now. He'll take a turn and go for home. Throw to the plate. In time to get him.
Well, if it hit the hot tub, then it doesn't count.
I want to be up by 9. You're getting a lot of pitches. I'm not hearing it. I'm throwing to 35. I mean, this is rule clarification here.
Lots of them.
I guess if it didn't hit the backstop, then it's safe. I mean, I can't see it. I'm just based off what you guys were saying. Oh, yeah.
So another run.
If you say it hit the backstop, I'll believe you.
So we've got quite a debate here in an 8 potentially 9-0 ball game.
Huh? Fine. We'll give you the extra run.
So they'll call him safe. Everyone's safe. As Van Horn taps that one foul at 53. And that'll miss inside. Another 1-1. Miss behind him. Jack reminded me, is this the Dale Nutters Cup? Was this the game last season where we lost Dale Nutters?
Oh, might have been.
I think it was.
Yeah, that was, oh my.
3-1 drops in at
That should
38.
be immediate banishment to AAA.
Taps it foul, stays alive, does Van Horn. 3-2. Count full 3-2. And he walked him. And he hits the floor. It's like the D. Gordon hit by pitch.
This game's getting out of control. I mean, they have Alex Hart in there throwing lobs.
Throwing a fully loaded Mike Sway in number 13 over the heart of the plate every single time. So here comes Josh Gradwall. Watches ball 1 upstairs. Only 1 out here in this second and a 9-0 ball game. Gradwall rips that one left side down for a hit. Here comes Oliver. He's going to slam on the brakes. Van Horn got caught up between second and third. They're just going to move everyone station to station. And that'll load him up.
Yeah, this Enforcers team, I mean, they're just thinking about padding stats right now. I mean, Jake Oliver normally racing home there. I think he wants to keep the bases loaded.
And watches a ball. Now one popped up foul. Another plane coming overhead. We're busy. Busy in the airspace above AWA Field tonight. Is that one? It's a beautiful pitch at 60 on the dot.
He is at least trying to mix it up a little bit.
Whips it one in there, left side, and off the top of the tall wall. 1 run will score.
For a second, I thought that had a chance at hitting the zone, or the bullseye.
Everybody moves up a bag. That's kind of the unwritten rule, common courtesy type thing. That'll make it 10-0, and Enforcers 2 runs away from another 6-run frame and still only 1 out.
Oh my.
That was an absolute hanger. It's going to bounce off the tree and drop foul.
Jake's got to do better there.
I mean,
that was a BP pitch.
He was sat on that one. He could have just unloaded. Here comes the 2-1. Ripped left side off the wall. 1 run will score easily. Here comes the second. Won't even matter because that'll hit the run cap. Or will. So a pair of runs score. That's 6 for the inning.
I actually probably should have stayed.
I know, I wanted you to stay.
Van Horn and Gradwall both come around to score. 12-0 your score. That'll send us to the bottom of the second. Jake Oliver with a chance to wrap this one up.
Not strong enough. Jack Miles.
Common courtesy would be if Al Carter law.
So Jake Oliver steps in, ready to go to work. Spun a 1-2-3 back in the first, only 9 pitches. It'll be Harden, Curtis, and Inouye due up here in the bottom of the second in a 12-0 ball game. As Harden gets a hanger but grounds it over to Brandt, who throws to first, not in time. Attempt on the backhand from Van Horn. He's unable to scoop it out.
With him.
Kept the bat with him.
Yeah, this game's
it's going off the rails
apart
a little bit. Yeah. Takes me back to the last day of the regular season last year. I think it was Wolfpack Wolfpack Aces, and that one really got a little silly. First pitch into Curtis misses low at 37. That'll just miss outside. Oliver really trying to slow him down, throw off his timing. As Curtis swings through 52.
Of course, if the Wolfpack are unable to score 3 runs, this would end in a mercy roll.
That'll miss outside, ball 3. Wolfpack trying to, as you said, put something together here. Ground ball foul left side.
I don't know, Jake's coming in with a little more ephus pitches, so maybe he's trying to get 3 on the board so he can hit it.
Keep this one going. Well, let's take some hacks. Payoff pitch. Missed behind him. Single and a walk, have 2 aboard here for Zach Inouye, top of the order.
Oh my God.
Coming back to bat is that one.
Oh my God.
Sailed a little over the head of Jake Oliver. So 2 on, none gone here, the bottom of this second inning. 12-0 Enforcers your score. They've been red hot offensively, and Jake Oliver is looking to put the finishing touches on this series. Inouye wears the first pitch for ball 1. 0-1-0. In at 59 for a strike. 1-1 now. Missed inside. Alex Harden singled to lead off this bottom of the second. Chad Curtis just walked. And now the 2-1 from Oliver to Inouye. Missed outside, ball 3. 3-1 hitters count on the way, and it's popped up left side. Brandt camps out under it and makes the play for the first out. A little too much air under it. Just kind of hung up there.
Yeah, due to that lob ball from Jake, he had an opportunity at history to get a perfect game in only 2 innings of work, but it's falling apart a little bit here. 1 hit, 1 walk.
Ian Michael steps in now and takes a ball. Now the 1-0 just missed downstairs. Enforcer's offense has been spectacular in this series. As that's grounded up the middle, Brandt will make the play at second and actually bounced right back to him. Bit of an advantageous bounce. Had that rolled away, Hardin could have potentially scored.
Cole Brandt's been playing some excellent defense.
So 2 down now with runners on the corners. Sam Thomas will step in here. He would represent the game-continuing run should he leave the yard. First pitch in from Oliver. Catches the zone at 60 flat for a strike. Now the 0-1. Popped foul. Wolfpack down to its final strike here in game 3. 0-2 to Thomas. Held off. Just barely. So we'll try it again here. 1-2 count on the way. Pumped out to center field and gone. Sam Thomas keeps the Wolfpack alive.
Damn you, Sam. Damn you.
A 2-out, 2-strike, 3-run shot to continue this ball game, get the Wolfpack out of the mercy rule. And it's all smiles in the Western Wolfpack dugout. That is fantastic right there from Sam Thomas. Wasn't necessarily a bad pitch from Oliver either. It was just a rocket out to center field as Hardin swings through the first offering. Remember, no run cap in the 3rd inning. So that could get interesting. Hardin pushes it foul the other way.
Yeah, I'm hoping they put Sam Thomas in. No offense to Alex Hardin, but we could still be in the inning if there wasn't a cap in the top half of this one.
0-2 from Oliver. Just missed. Nearly caught that high outside corner. We'll try it again on 1-2. You know, the play that's really going to stick out is Sam Thomas managing to hold off on an 0-2 check swing. As that's in at 61 for a speed check.
Nice. I knew it all the way.
You knew it for sure. That look back told me.
The veteran's eye.
It's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other type of check swing where it really could have gone either way. Just holds off. Now the 1-2.
Oh.
Waves at 39, a swinging strikeout, and we go to the 3rd. Wolfpack plate 3. They'll need a big pitching performance to keep this one at 12-3 your score.
I can go. You got it.
This might be our last game, but if we get the play. It'll be like, don't punch out. It's 70-3.
Remember? I was like, I would have hit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do actually.
Right, Isaac.
Honestly, we do.
So another new pitcher in here in the top of the 3rd. 12-3 Enforcers your score. And the Wolfpack will go to Sam Thomas to try and pick up 3 outs. Wait a second.
Jake, where's Isaac?
Isaac?
Yeah. Oh, who's that?
Couldn't find Isaac Van Horn for a second.
I'm like, what the heck?
He left. He's out. So Van Horn will lead us off here in the top of the 3rd. 12-3 Enforcers your score. They hit the run cap in the 1st and 2nd, but with Sam Thomas on, the Wolfpack will look to keep this one manageable. First pitch misses up and in to Van Horn. What has been a rather lengthy game 3.
Oh, get there!
Ground ball left side, in a way, muffed it over at third. Just kind of got by him.
Yeah, and I mean, amongst all the other problems, the Enforcers have just been the way better fielding team here today. I mean, they've had some crazy plays, especially Cole Brandt. I mean, that was going to be a tough one for Zach Inouye anyways, but it's kind of the difference, shifts the momentum when you can make those plays.
And we've seen a lot of those throughout this series where the Enforcers have just been dominant defensively, and the Wolfpack have really struggled as ground ball takes a strike here at 57.
It is the 30th career home run.
He's looking for 31 there, but he can't connect. It's 0-2.
Still waiting on someone to get that 100 home run mark.
Really, no one's ever hit that.
Oh. A lot of guys right at 90.
0-2, check swing foul.
Yes.
He stays alive. Who's the closest?
I think that was gonna hit me in the right eye.
I think it's either Alex was in the front running for a while.
Yeah, true.
Cooled off a bit. Thomas Blehouse, he had 33 home runs in year one, which catapults him a little bit, but he's tampered off. So it's either got to be Jake Oliver or Mark Campanero.
We'll see if Oliver can chip into that here in this inning, as that's outside ball 2.
Yeah, Jake Oliver currently at 96 home runs.
Wow. A 2-2 to ground ball. Ground ball left side, in a way there, scoops it up, throws to first, and a close play. It was a nice pick over at first. We'll have to take a look at the replay, though.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That is a great pick over there, and that'll elicit a round of applause.
you can really hear the foot, like you're so in tune with the timing of the foot.
And Horn got on his horse and got all the way to third. Another one of those infield aggressive base running chances for the Enforcers. Bottom of the order now as Brandt steps in and pushes the first pitch the other way foul.
Cole Brandt can't get him out in this game. He's 4 for 4, 3 singles and a double.
Not too shabby.
Let's go, Bob.
Now the 0-1 pitch on the way from Thomas. Already 9 pitches thrown today. Number 10, chopped foul.
Okay. Go on. See you on, baby.
Right in the heart of AWA season, right in the heart of World Cup season, too. It's been a lot of fun to follow along with that. 0-2 fouled back. We'll do it again. Who do you got, Jack? What's your World Cup prediction?
Of course, USA.
Of course.
No, probably France.
I'll miss outside 1 and 2. I mean, it would be cool to see the U.S. at least make a run. You know, you're on home turf. Be cool to see England make a run. Got some friends cheering for England. 1-2 misses outside, and we're square 2 and 2. Nice at bat from Brandt to really chop at these and stay alive. Van Horn sits on third as that's up and out. That'll load the count 3 and 2. Brandt looking for a 5-hit day. Payoff on the way from Thomas. Popped up center field and caught. Van Horn thought about it, but wisely retreats, and there's 2 away.
He might have had a chance there. Alex Harden wasn't even really looking over there.
So now it turns to Jake Oliver. He's been a tough one to get out here in this third game as well.
4 for 4 as well.
Little ground one foul. And like you said, sitting on 96 career homers, got a chance to pull 100 just that much closer within reach. 0-1 here. Grounds went back to Thomas, bobbled it once, but a nice play. And the Enforcers strand a runner on third. Sam Thomas holds them scoreless. To the bottom of the third we go. Wolfpack with quite a bit of work to do. It's 12-3. Bottom of the third on the way. Jake Oliver back on the hill. It'll be Curtis Inouye and Michael due up. First pitch in at 61. 9-run Enforcers lead, 12-3 your score. A pair of run cap 6-run innings in the first and second before Sam Thomas drilled that 3-run homer to really keep the Wolfpack alive in this game.
It was a walk-off, prevent the mercy rule home run.
Curtis taps it foul. Yeah, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of that second inning. It was really, with 2 on, it was deuces super wild. Fantastic job to stay alive as Curtis swings through strike 2. Away on deck, Michael in the hole. And a long way to go for the Western Wolfpack if they want to stave off the sweep, as that one just dropped in, absolutely froze Chad Curtis.
Chad Curtis, a bit of a rough 2026. Wolfpack are going to need him.
And the tough thing for the Wolfpack here is that's going to just push him that much further out of that 7-seed spot. Of course, we've got the wild card opportunity to.
Yeah, they are lucky that we have implemented that this year.
Inouye takes the ball up and in. Little chin music right there. Now the 1-0. Missed inside. Yes, if you're the Wolfpack, you really just got to zone in on that 7-8 series. It's always time for a comeback. You got 9 games to play in the regular season after this. Or 12 games, I'm sorry. That's popped up left side, going over his ground wall, and he can't make the play.
It's a good attempt there. Very tough with the trees. I mean, worst case scenario, you just fly straight into a tree.
Yeah.
Live to see another play.
Continue the AWA injury bug of 2026.
Hey, knock on wood there.
Yeah, exactly. The count moves to 3-1 to Inouye. And that'll just catch the top part of the zone and load it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Oliver takes a deep breath, comes set, comes home. And deals a walk.
Well, the rally is on.
Yeah?
One small step for man.
1 giant leap for Wolfpack kind.
Yes.
So Ian Michael will step in here in search of his first hit of this 3rd game. As Oliver misses just below the knees. Michael at the plate, Thomas on deck. Is big cut there for me and Michael. But he can't connect at 58. And another healthy cut, same speed, same pretty much everything there. Same result. Count moves to 1-2. Oliver looking for the second out. Said it's popped up right side. Van Horn goes back, and that one is gone. Ian Michael leaves the yard, and there's 2 back. And you just got to take it one step at a time as Ian Michael drilled one up into the trees.
Yeah, Ian Michael, I was about to say, it's getting weird. We haven't seen a home run from him. Gets that home run this week. He's back again, tied for the leaders with 8 home runs this year.
So Sam Thomas will step in here. Last time up, drilled that game-saving, game-continuing homer. So he takes 61 here. 12-5 your score now. 12 runs on 13 hits for the Enforcers. 5 on 3 for the Wolfpack. That's a little flare left side, and Gradwall makes the play for the second out.
Good job to stick with that. Had a lot of spin on it. One of those you got to two-hand it just to be sure.
So it'll make way for Alex Harden here with 2 outs. Last hope here in Game 3 and last hope of the series for the Wolfpack. Picked up a hit his last time up. Oliver up to 47 pitches in this one. We'll see how many more he needs. First pitch on the way. And cut through at 58 by Harden. 0-1 now. Swings through 54, went chasing, and he's behind 0-2. Enforcers 1 strike away. Rock and deal. And it'll miss up and out. That's 61, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So we try this again here at 1-2 count. Oliver fires. And just missed low. Harden trying to work his way back into this one now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Popped up foul. Just drops in. Oliver came charging after it.
Like Alex Harden was there with a sword, not letting him get to that ball. Not like he was going to get to it, but.
So we get back to it. Still a 2-2 count. 2 outs, bottom third, 12-5 Enforcers. Oliver trying to cap off the sweep. The 2-2 on the way. And he missed. Harden will air it off the back, and that'll load the count 3-2. Trying to keep this one going is Alex Harden. Chad Curtis sits on deck. Now the payoff from Jake Oliver. Swung through at 59, strike 3, and that will do it. Dominant offensively, a pair of 6-run frames help the Enforcers cap off a sweep, and a big one at that. Wolfpack continue to be stuck in 8. Enforcers right in the thick of that top overall seed spot. Thank you all for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your week. We will see you next week. Good night, everybody.